Hello, guys. I hope you all are excited and not tired after the whole day event. So, I hope you all are very excited for the data storytelling. And we have with us a very special and esteemed guest, Vijay Praveen Maharajan, sir. He's a data storyteller himself and a TEDx speaker too. And he was considered among the top 20 data scientists to be followed by AI Journal USA. And I guess this is enough for you to be more curious and excited for this session tonight. So, uh, hello, sir. We welcome you. We welcome you to the session, and I hope you are curious and excited to interact with the students and tell them a data story.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thanks a lot, Rashmi, and thanks a lot the whole team. Abhishek. I would like to thank Abhishek. I would like to thank Rashmi and all the others, the tech team behind the screens. So I'm really excited. Of course, this is my second talk with ACM, Dhanbad,
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong. So the previous one was a massive hit. So we did it with a huge number of audience, and that motivated me to speak with the students again. And I'm really excited and uh, like curious to talk to some of the students from ACM. So I mean, keep posting in your comments. So I'll be following all your comments closely. And
yeah.
if you
We
have
will
any
be taking
questions,
your
yeah,
yeah. We will be taking your comments and answering them. So keep wear your curious hats, and then let's begin the event. So, sir, all over to you.
yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks again. So yeah, I could see a lot of teams. I mean, Team Warrior and Warrior and Team Experience 404. So a lot of guys doing in a lot of stuffs regarding this hackathon, and it's something great, right? Like with this pandemic time, doing a hackathon, which is an all-day event, and listening to a lot of couple of other talks in between is always great. So I'm here to share my experiences in data science journey. And if you have any questions, I mean, it's not just about data science. So if you have any questions regarding doing masters in Germany, or be it let's say you want to find any uh, abroad life experiences, or let's say data science or data analytics, machine learning, or artificial intelligence. So it can be anything. So feel free to ask your questions. I'm here for the next half an hour or so to answer your queries. So yeah, just a little bit about myself for those who didn't attend my previous session with ACM. I'm Vijay Praveen Maharajan. I live in Munich, Germany. So I'm here sitting in Munich. It's a snowy week. We had a lot of snow last week. This week it's 50-50. It's not so much, but yeah, nevertheless, we are having a white Christmas, so to say. But then the numbers of pandemic, I mean the COVID numbers are again drastically increasing. So we are actually in a stricter lockdown. So you can call it lockdown version 2.0 or 3.0, whatever it is. So for people who are living in India back home, please stay safe. Countries like Germany and US, they are taking it seriously since it's second wave, and yeah, so please stay safe. And yeah, about my background, I did my bachelor's in electrical engineering from Anna University, from one of the affiliated colleges of Anna University, Chennai, down south. And yeah, I came for my master's to Germany, which is like 7 years back. So I came to Munich to do my master's. That was again in electrical engineering. So that's it. I mean, from electrical engineering to data science, it's not an easy curve. It's a good learning curve, and it's a topsy turvy curve. So I would also like to share those experiences with you guys. And presently, I work for Siemens as a data analytics expert. And yeah, So that's about myself. And yeah, if you look at data analytics or data storytelling, what would you like to hear from me? So let's put it that way. So for guys who are listening it on YouTube or whatever platforms that is available, what do you want from me? So I'm someone coming from a normal middle class family from south of India to Germany to do my masters, and presently I bagged a couple of awards this year, uh, especially during this 2020. To grab such awards, it's always a pleasant feeling. So yeah, what do you guys like to hear about? Feel free to comment. I'll be answering your questions live. Because since I had already talked to most of you guys, it's always a pleasure talking to ACM student uh, chapter again. So yeah, as you guys listed out, you can also follow me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where I talk a lot about data science, and all the other stuffs as well. So on LinkedIn, there are like close to 30 or 40,000 people who are following me on LinkedIn. So you are most welcome to be one among them. Yeah. So there is a question from Madhav Agarwal. Is masters from a foreign university necessary for getting a job abroad? Madhav, it's not really a necessary stuff. So because I have friends who did masters or bachelors from India and who are working here in Germany or any countries. So it's not a mandatory thing, but if you have time and patience, if you have time and money, for sure you can come for a masters. Because I don't know, the masters cost in Germany is 50,000 rupees INR. So it's just around 50,000 bucks. It's not $50,000 or 50,000 euros. It is 50,000 INR rupees for your whole masters, for your 2 years degree. So this is one fact which not so many people are aware of. So if you want to go for a masters, seriously consider Germany as an option, because here the education is very cheap. Cheap in the sense it's funded by the government, German government. So and the courses will be taught in English. So you don't have to worry about German language and other skills while you study. But for sure, you need to uh, ramp up your German skills in order to get a job. Yeah. Any other question? Why about data science interests you the most? Okay. Team experience 404. Thanks, Riya. So data science, it's fascinating. I mean, when I started my career, I was an electrical engineer. So from there, to see things getting automated, to see things getting recommended, let's say Amazon, Flipkart, these are recommendation engines that are built by data scientists like me. So it's about a study, figurative study of who you are, what you do, and what's your age, or what you can do, what you have done in the past, and what you could do in the future. So it's amazing. I mean, predicting something uh, is always I don't believe in a lot of predictions outside, but as soon as data science came into picture, nowadays a lot of predictions are getting closer. I mean, weather predictions, natural calamities predictions are always the top notch when it comes from a data science team. Yeah. And what else? How do you generally approach a data science project at the start? Surya Prakash. So the first thing is to get the requirements from the clients or the customers. So setting up meetings, get to know the understanding of the project, what's the exact need for it. Because in data science, there isn't a single approach. There are multiple ways where you can follow a project. So there are n number of ways that you can do a project. Even the output also stays the same. I mean, you can give a simple Excel, simple PDF, simple PPT, or a dashboard in a Tableau or a Spotfire dashboard. So first thing is to sit with the clients or the customers to get the requirements and then grab the data. I mean, if there are some issues with getting the data, then it is good to go with the POC, proof of concept, build a small solution, and then let's say um, again talk to the customers and see if what you're building is matching their needs. And then I would say you can go for the data visualization. So I mean, pipeline is one thing that you have to do while getting the data, and then you can build your models and you can do a lot of data visualization at the end. So it depends on what's required and what you can offer. Yeah. And the question from Rom: is there any other criteria apart from GRE score for masters in Germany? Even GRE isn't a criteria for most of the German universities. So like IITs, like what you are doing, like IITs, Germany has 9 universities. TU9. It is Technical University number 9. So just browse it. TU Technical Universities 9.d. D is for Deutschland. So if you look for TU9.de, you can grab some quality information from top-notch universities from Germany, where, as I said, the fees for the education is almost free, and that is one thing. And GRE is actually a criteria in, let's say, 2 to 3 universities, but the rest they don't actually ask for GRE, but instead some universities even ask for GATE scores from India. If you are from India, they accept GATE scores. And let's say if some other universities they ask for IELTS exam. So a band of 6 and above is good to go, but getting 7 and above in IELTS is really good. So yeah, other than that, GATE, GRE, IELTS, that's it for masters in Germany. And of course, very good GPA, CGPA. So maintain your GPA, guys. That's very important for a country like Germany. So yeah, that's it regarding the masters criteria. Any of your experience as a data storyteller? Okay, so there are quite a lot of experiences. I would like to tell my TEDx talk as an experience here, because am also proud that I'm the very first Indian to be invited for a TEDx talk in Germany below 30. So I'm not that old, as you can see. I got the chance to speak at a TEDx stage in a city called Degendorf, which is close to Munich, where I live, which is close to in between Munich and Stuttgart, I would say. So in my TEDx talk, if you can look out my TEDx talk, I spoke mostly about my home country, of course, India, where I spoke a lot about how the environment is impacting us and what are the solutions, what are the ideas that we youngsters can come up with. So that is one thing that I did in my talk, and if you have time, please watch out for my TEDx talk. Yeah, and of course, I also have my own private YouTube channel, but I don't post videos that often. But nevertheless, I'll always bring in some quality contents. So it's on the same name, Vijay Praveen Maharajan on YouTube. You can also watch it, watch that space. Yes, thanks, Swapnil. How do you see data science in comparison to competitive programming in terms of learning and output? Team MedWeb. So thanks for the question, Yash Vardhan. I mean, when it comes to different fields, I mean, nobody is a competitor to another field. I mean, no field is competitive to another field. It all depends on what's the need and what what's what's the need of the hour, what the society needs, and what we should do in the coming years. So let's say the competitive programming world, it is huge. So data science is like a drop in the ocean. So you cannot compare these extremes. So there are people who still build stuffs with PHP, Java, and other stuffs, and there is another end where people build awesome stuffs with Python and R. So you can't even compare. And there is also this blockchain technology, which is actually getting a lot of attention across the globe. So even that seems to have a lot of potential for the future. And on the other hand, AR, augmented reality, and VR, virtual reality, seems to be picking up for the past few years. So it's good that you guys are already attending a lot of webinars and lectures on data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and even blockchain. I know people who speak blockchain terms to me, even though I'm not a great explorer on blockchain yet, but still people ask a lot of questions on that upfront. So just feel, I mean, feel free to trust your instincts, trust your gut feel, and if something comes naturally to you, follow that path. You don't have to switch to data science if you are doing something really good. So that's it. I mean, no, there is no competition in terms of learning or in terms of output. It all depends on your mindset. So go with your mindset, and if you're good at something, go forward. You will shine someday. That's it. Yeah. And yeah, what are the better opportunities nowadays? Computer vision or NLP, natural language processing. So yeah, thanks for the question, Piyush Pandey. Computer vision NLP, again, better opportunities. It depends on the need actually. So it's not about the number of opportunities. So how do you say an opportunity is better or not? Right? Is it based on the number of opportunities? Is it based on the requirement? So I would say computer vision and NLP both are hanging equally on a scale, very scale. So it's good that you speak such terms. I mean, computer vision and NLP weren't there when I graduated. When I graduated my bachelor's, some 10 years, 9 or 10 years back, these terms weren't there actually among the student community. It was there. It was um, spoken on a broader perspective, but not on a student community level. But it's good that you guys pick up these areas this time, and that's why a lot of people across the globe are really, I mean, amazed about the youngsters, the number of youngsters that India has. So with this potential, it's about I mean, let's say few months or let's say years when both computer vision and NLP or these things can take over a lot of jobs and a lot of other activities that we do. So yeah, next question. Yes, Ria again. Major differences in education system of Germany and India. Completely different, completely different. So studying in India and studying in Germany is like 180-degree shift. Let's say the annual exams. Let's say the final exams. You call it final exams or end term exams, or used to be 3 hours or 2 hours, right? In India, but it is either half an hour or 1 hour here in Germany, and you don't get a chance to write elaborative answers. So you have to be straight to the answer, yes or no, and you will have to score like um, 60 something in order to pass an exam, 60 out of 100, something like that. And it is relative grading. So let's say if the class first mark is 60, then your pass percentage will be lower. And even it is different in terms of teaching and as well as learning as well. I mean, learning seems to be a lot different than in India, because back in India, we used to always learn or stick to books at the last minute, or at least I used to do that. But here in Germany, you have to do it consistently, you have to learn consistently, and most of the things are practical. So things are really practical, and the laboratories are really good. So either you have to do an internship. So internship is mandatory in some of the universities here in Germany, which is a good thing. India is slowly picking up internship stuff, but I don't see a lot of universities or tier 2, tier 3 colleges offering or pushing students to do internships. Internships is a famous term in IITs or IIMs, or let's say bigger universities. But if you go somewhere deep inside India to a tier 3 city or a tier 2 city, students are still lagging in internship opportunities. So here it is mandatory in some of the universities, and in some it is voluntary, where you can replace two subjects with an internship. So that allows students to take up an industrial exposure while they study. And of course, you can do your final project at the company. That is same like in India. So yeah, teaching is completely different. Everything is virtual. Even before the pandemic, every classes will be uploaded online. So now you guys are sticking to YouTube and your tablets and iPhones for the last 6 months or 8 months. But when I came to Germany back in 2013, I used to learn using iPads and internet. Internet was majorly used when we did my masters. So yeah, thanks. Piyush, again, research opportunities and job opportunities in Germany. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunities for research when it comes to Germany. So that's in there. Job opportunities, it depends on your language skill. So let's say myself, data scientist, I don't have to work. I don't have to interact with a lot of clients or colleagues. So in that sense, even with basic German language skill, I can get into a comfortable job. But if you want to progress in your career, if you want to climb up the ladder, then I would suggest you guys to learn German. I mean, German classes are available everywhere in India. Cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, they offer a lot of German courses. Evening classes are there, intensive courses are there. So pick something up and grab some skills. It is always good to learn something new. So yeah, opportunities are huge in Germany, Piyush. Especially after this pandemic, for sure you can expect a flurry of opportunities in a country like Germany. So yes. Mhm. Next question. Yes. Okay. Crazy name, intelligence or death. I am from Team Squad Not 7. I expected not 7. Can you speak something about JRE and IELTS? Yeah, I mean, the entrance examinations basically for you to unlock your opportunity to come for a master's in a country like Germany or anywhere. GRE is more like an advanced exam where you have to deal with both analytical thinking. There will be a mathematical examination for 170 marks, and another half 170 is for English, if I'm not wrong. So it gives equal weightage for your English speaking ability, as well as your analytical thinking, where they deal with mathematical solutions and questions. And IELTS is like Very simple. It's an interactive English, and where you have four sections: learning, reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Yeah. So these are the four set of divisions that an IELTS exam has. And GRE is tough. You have to prepare seriously. It's something similar to GATE. A lot of people relate GRE to GATE, but IELTS is something that you do in your engineering classes. Engineering, English. You have English classes in your engineering, right? Like during your first semester or somewhere. So yeah, it is similar. It's very simple. Yes. Next one. Hmm. I'm interested in reinforcement learning, but I don't see much of it in India. Is it good if I learn it while aiming for joining an IT company specializing in reinforcement learning? Yes, it is true. It is not doing a lot of rounds, particularly in India, but it has a good scope. Reinforcement learning, AI, deep learning, machine learning. So things are, I mean, not just spoken about in the on the industry level, but uh, or demanding. Let's put it that way. So things are demanding. So you can always have a look at what's deep learning, what's machine learning, and these reinforcement learning stuffs. This is the time. This is the time that you can learn skills. You can pick up new skills, and for sure you can. For sure you can learn this. I mean, as I said, learning is never a waste of time. So if you learn new things, it opens up few more doors, few more opportunities. So yeah, don't hesitate to start learning. What else? Any other questions? What are the basic requirements for getting into public universities in Germany? One thing is, most of the universities in Germany is public, so there are very few private universities which let's say charges few thousand euros, but most of the universities in Germany are free, almost free of cost. So if you look at the basic requirements, I would say a very good CGPA. Of course, people say that with 6.5, I can still get into German universities. That is true in some cases, but I would strongly recommend guys to have 7 and above CGPA. 8 and above is really good. 8.5 and above, sure shot, you are into TU9s. So the technical universities. So like IITs, here there are 9 technical universities. Technical University Berlin, Technical University Munich. So I graduated from Technical University of Munich. So like the same, we have different TUs here in Germany. So for those, getting admission is tricky. You have to have a good GRE score. If you don't appear for GRE, then you can also replace it with GATE score or IELTS. They look for 7.0 and above. But for other universities, 8, a CGPA of 8, a couple of internships, maybe one, and a couple of paper presentations or project presentations at your university level, and internship, training, industrial training somewhere, if possible, a publication. So these are all additional factors. So the basic criteria is just IELTS exam, your CGPA, and a good looking CV. Good looking CV in the sense a couple of opportunities, internship opportunities that you have done, or a paper or a project presentation. But these publications, these events, hackathons, appearing in hackathons and winning it, this is again another feather in the cap. So yeah, those are all the basic requirements. Anything else, or I guess that's it. So if you have any questions, you can always drop a text to my LinkedIn. As I said, in LinkedIn, I'm already maxed out. So there are like close to 40,000 people who follow me on LinkedIn. If you wish, you can follow me there. If not, you can also write me on my YouTube channel. It's the same Vijay Praveen Maharajan. And yeah, mm, wish you all the very best, guys. It's good that you guys run a hackathon and you do participate actively. So yeah, cheers to all of the guys who have commented and who are watching this video. Thanks.
Yeah, and thank you so much, sir, for being with us tonight and guiding us. And I'm very sure it has been an incredible session, and we all had so much to take with us from your valuable experiences. I can't wait to have another interesting fun talk session with you. Till then, thank you so much, and looking forward to another session.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Rashmi. Thanks a lot, team. And thank you, Riya, Pavan Raj, Yash, and Piyush, who's the other guy, Piyush Pandey, and Swapnil Narayan, for asking more and more questions to who have made it a lot more interactive than I thought. Thanks a lot. Much love from Germany.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. Enjoy the hackathon, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I wish you have a great event. Take care and all the best.